Good morning, everyone. I am running a little late today, and let me tell you why. It's kind of funny. So at our conference, we had a speaker, Chris Johnson. He was a nutritionist, and he's written some books, and he's got some really awesome approaches to health and nutrition. And one of his suggestions was chia seeds. Well, I always have chia seeds in my house. My kids like them in yogurt and stuff, so I decided to put some chia seeds in my yogurt this morning. And either I put too many or it's just been a while since I've eaten chia seeds, but I went to go live and I had chia seed grill all up in my teeth. So I had to go brush my teeth again. That was 100% necessary. Really, I guess the benefits are better than the side effects per se, but still not fun. So I want to talk about risks. I'm actually about to embark in a risk on my business that has me scared to death. I've not told very many people about it, and I don't know that I'm going to talk details just yet because I'm kind of in those final decision-making processes. And, you know, like Ray told me yesterday and I shared with you guys, the feeling of indecision before you make a decision is the worst. And I am very much still in this indecision place, even though I have a plane ticket and a place to stay out of state for this next 4 days, starting tomorrow, to make this decision happen. So I want to talk about risk. And I think that one of my team members said this morning, Kendra's on, I think she read it. Oh gosh, look at my messy table from my traveling that I still haven't put away. So on Kendra's Leaders team page, somebody had shared today that about taking risks. Turn that off. That taking risks was, I don't remember what the exact quote was, but that as an entrepreneur, your only option is to take risks. And it really gave me some inspiration because I'm sitting here in the midst of, sorry about that, this huge decision, a risky decision that I'm going to embark on in my business. And I know that risks have rewards. So, but her point was that taking risks as an entrepreneur, you really don't have any other choice. And I completely agreed with that because, especially in direct sales, if you're not the one out there taking risks, somebody else will be. If you're not the person that's getting in front of people, that's getting on live video, that's going to vendor shows, showing up and offering whatever it is that you offer, parties or one-on-ones or whatever, if you're not the one doing it, somebody else will be, because somebody else is willing to be risky. And when you're looking around at your business and why it may not be going well, it may be that you're not taking enough risks. I want to give you another example of something that I started a while ago that I just haven't kept up with. So I believe there's a lot of key words that go into good entrepreneurship. Risks is one of them. Consistency is certainly one of them. And a while ago, I started uploading these videos that I'm doing right now to YouTube. And I would upload them to YouTube, and that was on the advice of Lindsay Colomb, who is a top leader in Limelight by Alcone. And frankly, she could have told me, she could never have given me this advice because she could have come from a scarce place and thought that it would be competing with what she does. But instead, she told me, she's like, you know, you really have something great to offer people. You should get it out there on YouTube. You need to be more public. And so I did. I started putting it on YouTube, and I was pretty consistent about it for a while, and then I got off track, and I stopped putting the videos on YouTube. And then I told myself, well, now I'm really far behind. I need to catch up because I have all these videos saved. So I'm like, I need to catch up and like get it onto YouTube, get all of them onto YouTube. And then I got so far behind in putting them on YouTube that I said to myself, well, what's the point now? I mean, I haven't put them on there forever. There's this huge gap. There's no way I can catch up. It's going to take an entire day. Why would I do that? And when I'm sitting there thinking about the point, good morning, the point on why I would have shared that on YouTube to begin with is to broaden my audience. This whole point is to broaden my audience. Actually, I talked to Lindsay yesterday, and she said, I don't know why you don't do your coaching videos on your main page. And I was like, girl, I'm not ready for that just yet. So that may come. And in fact, now that she's planted that seed, I will give it a lot more thought. But I realize what I need to do with that YouTube channel and these videos is I need to post them today. And not all of them. I just need to start posting them today. And I think that's part of the thing that we also forget in our business and with entrepreneurship and with to-do lists, is that we think we have to accomplish it all. Well, if I implement a customer management system, I have to input all of my customers that I've ever had anytime, anywhere, and that's going to take all day. If I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to have content on it. So I better shoot 6 videos and have them ready to go so people don't think that my YouTube channel is bare. And in this situation, if I can't put them all on YouTube, why would I put any of them on there? So I realize I just need to start over today and start posting them today as I go. Glare. It's just everywhere, isn't it? Here. Oh, that's better. A little bit. So anyway, it feels like a risk. It feels like a risk because it feels fraudulent that I stop doing it. And I feel like I'll be calling myself out, or somebody on YouTube will call me out for not being consistent. And the truth of the matter is nobody's calling me out. Nobody's going to say a word. And if they do think it, fine. And if they do say it, well, I guess that's a comment on my YouTube that I need to gain popularity anyway, right? So right after this, I intend to make that a point to get back into that habit of uploading my coaching videos. And I'm even going to upload this one. And it's a really terrible one. Because my hair is wet, and that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. I almost forgot. It's risk. So I'm going to put this out there too. I haven't seen my doctor in well over a year, and I've been avoiding her like the plague. I'm grateful that I haven't been sick, or if I have been sick, I've been able to urgent care it. But I've been avoiding my doctor like the plague. I have not wanted to walk in there and face the facts that are going to be put into my face at a doctor's office. So I got a phone call from my doctor about a week and a half ago. I'm literally sitting at the highest weight I've ever been in my life. And mind you, in my life, I have lost over 70 pounds. So I've done the thing where I lost all the weight. I kept it off for years, and I have gained it all plus some back, plus a lot back. And it's been easier for me to just avoid having that in my face. So I got a phone call from my doctor about a week ago, and she said, the nurse said, hey, we haven't seen you in about a year, and just so we know, we have this policy, if we don't see you at least once a year, that you will no longer be a patient. And at first I was like, because I have been a patient of this doctor for a long time, and she's impossible to get into. And, well, she's not impossible to get into, but you can't become her patient. She's not accepting patients, and she's an excellent doctor. And so I was at first really annoyed by that, but I was like, well, that's probably how she keeps things going. If people aren't coming, then okay. So she's like, and you're due for a physical. You haven't had a physical in X amount of years, and this and that. And I was like, okay. So I made the appointment. It's today at 12:15, and I did not want to do this, but I know in order to make some changes in my life, I'm going to have to take the risk of hearing the truth about myself. And as much as I don't like it, I've got to go. And I don't want to lose her as a doctor. So that's my primary I guess whatever gets you there. So this is kind of a random video and kind of all over the place. But you know, I had cervical cancer in my 20s, and not getting a regular physical is really stupid. And I'm not really over the time limit yet, like, you know, the suggested time yet. Like I'm over it a little bit, but not like drastically or years or anything. And I advocated for people to speak up for themselves for so long, and it's like I almost forgot about my own struggle, and that I've no longer become a voice for that cause simply by my actions. So I'm going to take the risk today, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to lay everything on the table and let her know what's going on and be honest and upfront about it. And that's risky too. But I think that it'll be like the monkey off my back. I think that's the term, right? I think it'll be that way. I think I'll feel a lot better when it's over with. So I just went there with this video, which now I'm like, oh, do I really want to put it on YouTube? But I will. And I guess I want to inspire you that wherever you are in your life, with your weight, with your business, that risks are worth taking, because the other side of risk is reward 100% of the time. So whatever you're putting off or not doing because it seems too risky or it feels too hard, I hope you'll take a step in that direction today. And I'm going to do it right now too. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great afternoon, and I'll be back tomorrow.